So, basically, for the past few days, there's been a lot of rumors talking about, like, unofficial news about a new a new MCU movie, which I don't really take a lot of stock in, but who knows, maybe it's true. Basically, we've been getting a lot of news regarding a new Marvel movie that hasn't been officially announced, although I imagine, come on, camera, get focused. Basically, they're talking about a new Hulk movie, specifically World War Hulk. Now, I should preference that nothing's been officially confirmed by Feige or anyone else. No one has... Oh my god, camera, seriously. No one has confirmed anything from, Feige or Marvel has not really confirmed this rumor. Nothing's really been going on. It's just a lot of places have been posting this, like, oh yeah, this is the next Marvel movie. And for all intents and purposes, it could be. It could be maybe something got leaked, and now they're just like, yeah, we're not going to say anything until officially, but it's officially unofficial now. Unofficially official now. So let's talk about the idea of... I'm not going to say anything it's official, but let's just explore the idea of this being... of us getting a World War Hulk movie. A Marvel movie that a lot of people wanted. I would have if there was a proper build-up, because look where we are now in terms of where we are with the Hulk. No, really, think about it. Really do think about where we are with the Hulk in the MCU continuity. He's smart, he's wounded, he's also kind of nerfed, and the world likes him. Why at any point why would this Hulk suddenly go nuts and, become the world breaker? The closest we got was to him being the Hulk we know, and the World Breaker was in Thor Ragnarok, and even then that was short-lived. It makes no sense. It's a weird combination. Now, to preference, this could be something that is in the works, and we don't know what's going to happen with the MCU moving forward. This could be something that's later on down the road and built up. Like, this could be something that is built up throughout. Like, this could be... Because the Hulk's life, perfect example to make it... because they made this combination... This connection in Immortal Hulk recently. Always fun to bring up Immortal Hulk. Is basically... Hulk is like the Job of the Marvel Universe. Job being the... biblical character who God and the devil played a game with, and God took everything away from Job, a great life, and left him with suffering, and God was like, that's your life now. I mean, there's more to it, but like that's the gist. That's the gist. So God's life is like Job. I mean, Hulk's life is like Job, and Hulk himself has always had like these good points in life. Like he's always had like these grand points in his life, and then it all goes to shit. So for all we know, maybe let's say hypothetically this movie is real. Like, let's put that in a hypothetical perspective. Like, maybe have it that the Hulk is blamed for damage and is wanted. Maybe someone makes the Hulk savage again, and he just goes on a rampage, and now he's wanted. That could be it. But the thing is like, and the other thing is, like, we don't know what's going to happen in that She-Hulk show. We do know that the Hulk is going to be in the show, but we also know that the Abomination is going to be in the show, and I'm still holding true that we are probably going to be getting the leader. I'm still convinced that we'll probably get the leader in She-Hulk. Now, it could be, since this is an MCU and could be changed a bit, maybe it's the leader. Let's say hypothetically, like, the leader and or the Abomination are the ones who ruin Banner's life and make him make him vilified again in the eyes of the public, which is really hard to do. Like, that's a really hard task to really undertake, because honestly, that's that's something that you really have to work at, especially for this Hulk, because again, he was the one capable of snapping everyone back into existence after 5 years. Prominent member of the Avengers, intelligent, and in that 5-year gap, people loved him. And also he's intelligent again. It's really hard to really vilify this version of the Hulk Like, that's why I kind of have a problem with it. And also, who's going to be his Warbound? No, really, who is going to be his Warbound? Now, it could be also the classic thing of making a World War Hulk story, but not following World War Hulk to a T. Like, maybe Hulk just goes on a rampage. Like, that could be the movie. Like, that could be the entire movie where the Hulk's on a rampage and everyone's fighting him. Like, everyone is just fighting him, and he has no Warbound. Like, yeah, we have Korg here, but Korg's rolling out with Thor. Like, yeah. They didn't really have a lot of connection with the Hulk, so Korg is off, hanging with Thor and doing his own thing, so he's not going to go Warbound on anybody. Same with Meek. We never got LOA or anyone else from the Warbound. We never got any of them. We never got anyone. We never got the rest of the Warbound. And Sakaar wasn't ruled by the Red King. There's no, the only impetus I can really think of for... the only impetus I can really think of for why the Hulk would suddenly go nuts is if the Abomination, or hypothetically the Leader, I'm still holding that we may get the Leader final as the big villain in She-Hulk. I'm still holding on to that. And we do know Abomination is back. He was fucking seen in Shang-Chi. Yeah, we do know he's going to be there, so maybe the Abomination, maybe the Leader too, manipulates, frame the Hulk for something, and he just goes on a rampage, and now everyone is fighting the Hulk. Like, that could be it. Like, maybe they still... Because remember, Professor Hulk, as this Hulk is, it's this MC version of Professor Hulk, is a lot different from the Worldbreaker Hulk. Worldbreaker Hulk is... The closest we got to Worldbreaker Hulk is... Worldbreaker Hulk is vastly different from the Hulk we saw with Professor Hulk. He's savage, he's brutal, he's also one of the most powerful incarnations of the Hulk. So it's really hard to say. Like, I don't put any... Like, again, I do not put any real stock into any of this, really. Like, I just do not put any real stock into any of this. I just don't see it. Like, there's no way we can do a Hulk movie without this... And again, there's plenty of ways you can build this up throughout the MCU. The MCU has proven they can build up elements throughout this. And again, if they were going to do anything with Hulk and probably do World War Hulk, it's probably going to be... Any impetus there would probably be in She-Hulk. And She-Hulk would probably have a bigger role in this version of World War Hulk than she did in the actual Hulk comic. Like, the actual World War Hulk comic. Yeah, she had tie-ins, but, they didn't feel as important. I feel like here it would be a little more important. They'd make She-Hulk a little more important. Now, how would this end? That's a lot of questions. Now, one way this could end, again, hypothetical ending to this World War Hulk movie, is actually add in an element from a different Hulk comic. Now, this was where Peter David's run started, where in this story, I would have it that basically what it is, for those who don't know, there was this huge Hulk story where Hulk just was mindless and destroyed everything, and Doctor Strange sent him away into the multiverse, and that's where Peter David's stories began, because it was just Hulk wandering through the multiverse. And we're doing a lot of multiverse stuff now. So it could be in this World War Hulk story where Hulk is just wrecking everything. Strange could send Hulk into the multiverse. And remember, they did say that Mark Ruffalo's contract did have a limit. Like, there was a limit on Mark Ruffalo's contract. So maybe it'd be and also we do know that Tatiana Maslany is going to be in more stuff as She-Hulk. So if they're retired, I think this would be a cool way to retire. This would be a cool way to retire Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, is to just not kill him, not kill him, but just send him in the multiverse and give him a happy ending. Like, let him just wander the multiverse and just find happiness in his own right. That could be really it. That's how I would do it, at least. But again, I still don't think this is a real thing. I really don't. I don't think this is a real thing. I just think it's rumors. But I was just like, you know what? We just finished Immortal Hulk, and the Hulk is my favorite superhero. So I was basically like, I was just like, yeah, let's talk about it. Like, this would be a fun video and a fun topic to really talk about, because the World War Hulk is something the MCU could do in theory. Like, that's the big thing, is that they could have done this, and still could do this, but it wouldn't be exactly like the comics. That's the other thing, is that it wouldn't exactly be the comics. But then again, nothing is exactly like the comics in the world of Marvel, in the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Where was I? Oh yeah. So for right now, I'm just calling bullshit. At end of the day, I'm just calling bullshit. That's really all I can do. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the possibility of us getting a World War Hulk movie? Would you guys be into that? Would you guys not want that? And how do you think that they would even do a MCU version of World War Hulk? And who would you want to see in the movie too? Or how do you think the movie should end? Just comment below, let me know. And as always, if you haven't already, go check out my Patreon. Just hit the link below and join my Patreon there. Just uploaded a new Versus video. And if you want to get some Patreon requests done, like the previous video, just join the 4th tier and send me a Patreon request. But other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.